Well, good evening and a very warm welcome to this night number 5 of the Remote Darts League. It's brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. 10 players involved across 10 nights of darts. That means 9 league nights where we have 5 matches on each and every one of those nights, each played over the best of 12 legs. And after 9 nights, it's all about that top 4 on the league table, because those top 4 players will go through to our semi-finals that take place on Monday, the 27th of April. Let's have a look how the league table looks after 4 nights of play going into this. We can see there Gary Robson in 6th place. He picked up his 2nd win of the Remote Darts League over Alan Norris by 7 legs to 4. Tony O'Shea is in 5th place with a 7-2 win last night over Dean Winstanley. And when we look at the top 4, Paul Hogan there, unbeaten, 2 wins and 2 draws. He had a 7-0 win over Wes Newton last night. We saw a brilliant draw, 6-6 between Jim Williams and Darryl Fitton. Darryl in 4th, Jim now in 2nd place. Jim also unbeaten with 3 wins and a draw, but on top of the league on legs difference. 3 wins, including that 7-1 victory over John Walton last night, is James Richardson. So all to play for this evening. Coming up for you later, we have Wes Newton taking on Alan Norris. John Walton takes on Tony O'Shea. Paul Hogan and Jim Williams go head-to-head. That should be a terrific encounter. And Dean Winstanley finishes off the evening against the man that starts the evening, top of the table, James Richardson. But what about our first 2 players? 2 very familiar names and faces for you. Let's welcome Big Robbo, Gary Robson, and the Dazzler, Darryl Fitton.
Hi.
Hello, gentlemen. Great to see you both. Always a pleasure.
Always.
And I'm not sure what match you looked forward to most in this format, guys, but this must be one of them you were looking forward to for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. We always have good games, me and Robbo. Always.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Just a bit
forward
unlucky me. I've got Darryl tonight and Tony tomorrow, you know. I would have liked them spaced out, but really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Well, when we look at that, I look back at some great historical moments. I mean, matches that 17 years ago now, you two met at the World Darts Trophy in the Netherlands. A couple of times at the Lakeside as well, the Windmill World Masters. The last meeting I can see in a ranking event was over in Jersey 3 years ago. Have you met competitively since then?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
So despite knowing each other so well, it is a new thing for you in recent years.
Yeah, we played that many times the first 25 years, though, you know, so.
We played a lot against a lot in the exhibition tournaments and things like that. So we're always playing each other in them, but that's obviously totally different, isn't it? So
absolutely,
we still want to win, but you know.
So he's playing at home, Darryl.
No.
That's what I keep saying. We go from the home of World Darts to just playing at home. But it's been great so far. You both seem to be enjoying it last night. If we look at the results, Gary, great win for you over Alan Norris to finish the evening.
Yeah. I was quite good on the scoring, and the finishing was going okay, you know, so very happy with that.
And Darryl, you picked up a draw against Jim Williams, a really high quality match there as well.
Yeah. Like I said, 6-4 up, one of the last 2 legs. But Jim played brilliant last couple of legs, so I'm happy to get the point. But you know, obviously, could have been the win. So, but one of them things.
Well, I'm not supposed to have favourite players, but I can't think of any 2 better to get things underway this evening. So we'll let you both get warmed up, guys. Good luck, Daz. Good luck, Gary.
All the best,
good luck, Daz, mate. Good luck, mate.
Yeah, 2 great players go head-to-head. Gary Robson, a former World Darts Trophy champion in the Netherlands, and Darryl, of course, a former BDO World Trophy champion, played at the Lakeside. This match, the best of 12 legs. So the first player to reach 7 will pick up 2 points and a win. But of course, we could be seeing a 6-6 draw. That is possible. There are 12 legs to be played. And in this match, it is Gary Robson that will have the darts following these practice darts. We'll let them get warmed up.
Okay, ready when you are.
Do you want 3 more, Darryl?
Yes, please. Yeah, my scoreboard wasn't working, but it's done now. So
Yeah, 3 more, Gary. Just settle into it, guys. A long night ahead for us all to enjoy here. So much positive feedback coming from the Remote Darts League, and we're looking forward to 5 more excellent matches here this evening. All good, gentlemen?
Yeah, ready.
Brilliant. The first leg, it's Gary to throw first. Game on.
$60.
100.
45.
60.
43.
139.
140.
21.
60.
43.
Gary requires 153.
137.
Darryl requires 138.
98.
Gary, you require 16.
16 and 3.
Yeah, game shot on the first leg to Gary Robson. Second leg, it's Darryl to throw first.
25.
55.
41.
140.
140. Assistant.
140.
43.
60.
140.
Gary requires 106.
74.
Darryl, you require 112.
44.
Gary, you require 32.
28.
Darryl requires 68.
68 in 2.
Yeah, game shot and the second leg to Darryl. Fitton, clean finish there. Third leg, Gary to throw first.
97.
85.
100.
100.
59.
81.
81.
100.
Gary requires 164.
96.
Darryl requires 135.
99.
Gary, you require 68.
68 and 3.
It's a bullseye. Game shot and the third leg to Gary Robson. Fourth leg, Darryl to throw first.
60.
96.
100.
45.
60.
42.
81.
100.
83.
100.
Darryl, you require 117.
25. Sorry, 35.
35 scored. Gary, you require 118.
In 3 dots.
Yeah, game shot. And the fourth leg to Gary Robson, a 118 finish. And fifth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$101.
55.
96.
84.
136.
140.
40.
46.
Gary requires 128.
60.
96.
Gary requires 68.
52.
Darryl requires 80.
40.
Gary requires 16.
Yeah, and 1.
Game shot. And the fifth leg to Gary Robson. Sixth leg, it's Darryl to throw first.
$28.
60.
96.
139.
69.
83.
$60.
180.
First one of the evening goes to Gary Robson.
$60.
Gary, you require 39.
19.
$140.
Gary requires 20.
20 and 1.
Game shot and the sixth leg to Gary Robson. Seventh leg, Gary to throw first. Game on.
$59.
$45. That's terrible.
$134.
$134.
$57.
$59.
$84.
$58.
Gary, you require 167.
$59.
$134.
Gary requires 108.
$76.
Darryl requires 71.
$55.
Gary, you require 32.
In 1.
Game shot and the seventh leg to Gary Robson. Eighth leg is Darryl to throw first.
$96.
$60.
$60.
140.
58.
62.
58.
60.
83.
85.
Darryl requires 146.
94.
Gary requires 94.
54.
Darryl requires 52.
52 in 3.
Game shot and the 8th leg to Darryl Fitton. 9th leg, Gary to throw first.
$180.
Second 180 for Robbo.
And 30.
$59.
180.
First 180 for Darryl.
Rubbish.
98.
55.
Gary requires 164.
140.
58.
Gary, you require 24.
18.
100.
Gary, you require 6.
6 and 2.
It's game shot. And the match,
Yeah.
Gary
mate.
Robson.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, God.
Kids, come in and see us. Darryl,
Yes.
that treble 20 that we're accustomed to seeing pretty much on the end of your arm just wasn't there this evening, was it?
Do you know what? I was going to change the board round because it looks a bit tatty, and I thought, no, I'll leave it. I don't want to start messing around. But hopeless. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm not happy at all. But like Gary took advantage. The only leg, the first leg I won, Gary should have won that, and then rubbish. Very poor. That. I'm sorry, Gaz.
No, we not being funny. I done the opposite, mate. I changed the treble, and it's getting changed tomorrow. I didn't like it, but I think we were both waiting for each other to start.
Yeah,
just getting more and more frustrated.
My darts were close. I was getting really bad scores, but my darts were all around it, and it's a bit frustrating. But
we're best of mates. We played over years, and I just didn't expect that, to tell you the truth.
No,
I think we brought each other down, and at the end of it, it was survival of the fittest at the end.
That is the quirk of this format as well, isn't it? Because you're the guys that are delivering the scores vocally. So you're expecting the other to be, say, 140. And when you're hearing 45 or 60, I can actually tell that the 60. Tone of your voice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting on doubles, and Darryl's on 120s, 130s, and I'm expecting game shot. I'm not expecting 45 or 60. I'm expecting game shot, and he's probably thinking the same. It's just so hard.
If my darts were going in the treble first, I was quite good. But once these start missing a little bit, I start searching, and I'm all over the place, and I've just got to practice a little bit more. I'm not practicing, so whose fault is it? Nobody's but my own. So,
well, honest words from you, Darryl. And across the 5 nights, a bit of a drop stitch this evening because you've been playing well across the week. Gary, there were positives in there. A couple of 180s, good finishes. The bull on that 68 to rescue that shot. The 118 out. You've got to be feeling good going into tomorrow, where you'll be facing, as you say, Tony O'Shea.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be having to go for a bull for 68, so I don't take that as a positive, to believe it or not. I'm annoyed at missing the single number or the treble. But yeah, obviously I've got to be bouncing for Tony tomorrow. There's going to be exactly the same much pressure. My best 2 mates in darts is Darryl and Tony, and I've got them back to back. Very disappointed for Darryl and for myself tonight. Okay, I've picked up the 2 points, but
that's what happens, isn't it? Like you say,
we both want to put a show on, don't we, Dad? What I mean?
Exactly. We don't want to let each other down.
No.
It's one of them things. It happens. It's maybe I have to wait another 10 years before I have another game like that. So
still love you, mate. Still love you.
Hey, I always accentuate the positive. Darryl, tomorrow you take on Dean Winstanley, so a chance to make amends.
Well, yeah, they're all good players, aren't they? You can never write any of the players off. You know what I mean? So. I should have beat Jim Williams today, and he'd not lost. And then tomorrow we're playing Dean. He's not won. There's just as much pressure on that game than there was on the game last night and tonight. So,
absolutely.
But Dean has played well, but he's been unlucky. So.
He has been unlucky. I tell you, we look forward to seeing you both tomorrow. Thanks. I know you're not feeling you entertained us too much, but we enjoyed seeing you. Well done, Gary.
Thank you, Richard.
See you both tomorrow.
Good night.
And we continue here at the Remote Darts League. Our next matchup is the Warrior Wes Newton and Alan Chuck Norris. welcome back to the Remote Darts League. And we're all set for our second match of the evening, which sees the Warrior Wes Newton take on Alan Chuck Norris. So let's have a word with both players. And as if by magic, the Warrior appears. Looking back at last night, gentlemen, you'll both be wanting to atone. So a good chance this match to put some points back on the board. Wes?
Yeah, that's right. It was a pretty bad night, to be honest. Had that much of a bad beating. I nearly pressed charges on him. But it was all good leading up to the game, and it just didn't happen during the game. So, it's just one of them things. We've just seen the game before, and everyone knows how good them two guys are. And it's just different. We're all trying our best, but it's just all a bit different, isn't it? We're trying as hard as we can.
Absolutely. It certainly went Paul Hogan's way yesterday against you. What about you, Alan? You took on Big Robbo yesterday.
Yeah, I felt like a piece of fish for most of the day. Well battered. No, it was brilliant. His scoring was unbelievable. And then, you watch what they've done now. So it just shows every day is different in this league. It's a little bit different, but it's still enjoyable. So, yeah, me and Wes both got a lot to do in the league. So hopefully we'll have a good game and put something to right, one of us.
I'm sure you will. And I always like to look at the head-to-heads between the players, and I can only see one ranking match back in Barnsley in 2016. Is that the only one?
Have we played?
Yeah, in Barnsley, the Players' Championship in 2016.
If I can't remember, I must have lost.
Do you remember it, Wes?
I can't remember who won.
Alan won 6 legs to 3. In the first round.
We're so quick, I can't remember it then.
So that's fired Wes up, and it's given Alan confidence. So that's helped both players, no end.
Buzzing.
Hey, you're both talking a good game this evening, which is good to hear. Are you ready to go?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Good game, Wes.
Wes Newton. Yep, he's taking on Alan Chuck Norris. Both of them were used to, of course, the latter stages of big major tournaments. This a whole lot different playing darts at home. There's no audience. Just the sound of me calling the scores.
In the kitchen.
I'll try and say them quickly as well for you, Alan. I know how quickly you like to throw. So 12 legs, potentially. Could be a 6-6 draw, but the first man to 7 will take the win. We've already seen a 7-2 win for Gary Robson over Darryl Fitton. What will happen here when Wes Newton takes on Alan Norris? It will be Wes to throw first. So 3 more practice darts each, and we'll get things underway. Okay, Wes.
All the best, Wes.
All the best, Alan. It's Wes to throw first. Game on.
$78.
$59.
$59.
$100.
$100.
$134.
$95.
$118.
$97.
Alan requires 90.
$38.
Wes requires 72.
60.
Alan requires 52.
In 2.
Game shot and the first leg to Alan Norris. Second leg, Alan to throw first.
125.
100.
Can we get Shanghai? 64.
54.
100.
40.
60.
100.
Alan requires 152.
92.
171.
Alan requires 60.
2.
Well, a great 171 to leave the double from Wes, but 60 out takes the second leg to Alan. Third leg, it's Wes to throw first.
180.
First of the match goes to Wes.
I didn't see it. $60. Come on, you give me a 180 for that.
$100.
125.
81.
Come on. 81.
Wes requires 140.
90.
140.
Wes requires 50.
10.
Alan requires 95.
That was close. God. $37.
Wes requires 40.
'No score.
Alan, you require 58.
48.
Wes, you require 40.
In one.
Game shot of the third leg to Wes Newton. Fourth leg, Alan to throw first.
83.
$100.
96.
140.
42.
100.
Oh, I need a new arm again. 26.
Wes requires 161.
92.
100.
Wes requires 69.
29.
Alan, you require 154.
Oh my God. 38.
Wes requires 40.
In one.
Well, lovely commentary from Alan, but it's game shot on the fourth leg from Wes Newton. Fifth leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$40.
97.
97.
140.
180.
180, number two.
85.
92.
171.
Yeah, full house downstairs. Wes requires 92.
Game in three.
Great recovery after the single one. Treble 17 and top. Sixth leg, it's Alan to throw first.
I thought that was rude, really. $47.
60.
95.
44.
81.
60.
180.
Not said as well as Wes.
140.
Alan requires 98.
In 3.
Well, a different way of going. Treble 16, 10 and tops for 98. It's 3-3. 7th leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$60.
140.
$134.
140.
$40.
96.
80.
Alan requires 125.
Always beautiful darts. 117.
Brilliant. The 2 balls unlucky.
$95.
Alan requires 8.
In 2.
Game shot on the 7th leg to Alan Norris. 8th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
Get up. 100.
$100.
96.
125.
197. 127.
140.
44.
Wes requires 136.
152.
Oh, no. No score. Alan, you require 134.
$93.
Wes, you require 136.
92.
Alan requires 41.
21.
Wes requires 44.
24.
Alan, you require 20.
20. No score.
Wes, you require 20.
In one.
An incredible leg, the 8th leg there for Wes Newton. Bus 136 hitting the double 16 instead of the double 8, but takes it. 9th leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$97.
140.
$47.
100.
$140.
140.
55.
Alan requires 120.
57.
105.
Alan requires 64.
Oh, 25.
Wes, you require 57.
In two.
The 9th leg to Wes Newton. 10th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
Oh, not pear shape again. 32.
$125.
100.
180.
Number 3 for Wes.
Ton.
100.
Yes.
134.
99.
Wes requires 62.
30.
Alan requires 170.
105.
Wes, you require 32.
16.
Alan requires 65.
In 3.
Well, he took his time, but it's there. It's 5-5. 10th leg to Alan Norris. We're going all the way. 11th leg, Wes to throw first.
$96.
100.
100.
100.
60.
100.
54.
134.
133.
Alan requires 67.
Oh, yes. Oh, 45. I'm miscounting myself there.
Yeah, where's your require 58?
$38.
Alan, you require 22.
My score.
Where's your require 20?
Oh, 30.
Great art.
No score. Alan require 22.
Big.
In one. Yay!
Game shot and the 11th leg to Alan Norris. 12th and final leg. It's Alan to throw first.
$58.
$84.
What didn't you hit for that one?
80 scored.
Yeah, 80.
59.
You have to referee that one yourself, Wes.
It's touching.
Touching,
It's
is
touching.
it?
Yeah, it's touching.
Yeah, we trust you. 140.
Yeah, we'll cheat.
98.
97.
140.
100.
Alan requires 146.
86.
Wes requires 84.
72.
Yeah. Alan, you require 60.
Oh, I can't hit a double 10 tonight. 50.
Wes requires 12.
20.
No score. Alan, you require 10.
Come on, nobody misses fives. In one.
It's game shot and the match to Alan Norris. Well, what a game that was. He had everything.
Sure, that was hard.
Wes.
Just
I
picking
know it's going
myself
to be
up
tough
off
for
the
Wes to
floor.
speak about that one. I've never seen so many wrong doubles hit.
Just picking myself up off the floor.
Would have been the laugh of it. The double 10, I would have left myself too.
I can't speak.
It had everything. We had miscounts. We had the wrong doubles hit on the checkouts. What drama. I mean, early on, some of the checkouts you did take, the 92 out Wes that you had when you recovered after the single one. I don't know, just hit 3 treble 19s. Absolutely brilliant. But that bust on the 136, my goodness.
Super.
Yeah, but I still ragged that leg. I still nicked that leg, didn't I? So, oh, yeah. I can't speak at the minute. Oh,
you did. And Alan, let's look at a couple of your moments. When he 1-2-5, lovely bullseye with the first up.
Yeah, even better one with the second. Yeah.
And at the end there, you wanted so the shot you wanted was 67. You hit treble 14, left 25.
Yeah.
Sorry, you wanted 60. I forgot what you wanted myself now.
67 because I was going for
You went for 3
triple
double
nine.
10. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Yeah, so you left 25, went 3 double 10.
Yeah, well, as you do, because I hadn't hit double 10 all night, so I thought I'd have time for a bit of practice the way Wes was checking out. So, why not?
Well, amongst all the confusion, even for myself there, the entertainment was brilliant. Wes, so unlucky there, but a completely different display from yesterday. Lots of high scores again. You do look back
it
in
was a good game, to be honest. Just a few things went astray, but as long as I don't get in the wrong bed tonight, the missus will be happy.
And Alan back to winning ways. Second win on the board for you.
Still a bit of a struggle. The body's still not up to speed. It's still a bit of Jockey Wilson in the background here. Body's going all over the place, but we're getting there. It's nice to be playing all these lads. It's something to look forward to when I get out of bed at 6 p.m. So yeah.
Well, I think we both need a few minutes to recover after that one. Thank you both for the entertainment.
Thank you.
Wes, thanks for the 180 calling. Alan, thank you for the commentary.
Thank you very much. And have a good evening.
Well
We'll
done,
see
Al.
you both tomorrow.
Cheers, Wes.
Richard.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.
Well, tomorrow, Alan Norris takes on Paul Hogan. Wes Newton takes on James Richardson. That's all in 24 hours' time. Next, we look forward to John Walton and Tony O'Shea here at the Remote Darts League. Welcome back to the Remote Darts League. It's league night number 5, and we have two very familiar faces with us for match number 3 this evening. John Boy Walton and Silverback Tony O'Shea. You boys certainly go back a long, long way.
Too blooming far. We'll go back, 20, 30 years, mate?
Yeah, probably a good 30 years, and we're actually starting to look similar as well, aren't we?
Yeah. I keep thinking about getting mine all the way off this time.
A match I remember was the very first World Darts Trophy in the Netherlands in 2002. I think John was the number 1 seed. And Tony, for the wider public, was a little lesser known, but he had that brilliant run all the way through to the final, John. Met you en route.
Yeah. I didn't seem to play right well in the Netherlands for some reason. I qualified for tournaments, but then I wouldn't play right well. But that were darts then.
Tony, he's had his moments against you as well. That the day he hit the 9-dart finish in Bridlington, he also met you in the quarterfinals that year and went through that one.
Yeah. That's when I hit the 170 against him first leg. I just hit the 9-dart, and then first leg I hit the first or second leg I hit the 170. Yeah, beat Tony that day. But Tony's had a very, very good record against me in the early years. I think.
Yeah, that's right, John. You only remember the ones on telly, don't you?
The final. 4 Cheshire Opens, you beat me in the final.
I do. I was nearly going to apologise then, but no.
I actually won the Cheshire Open, but you weren't there that year.
Yeah, I thought I'd give you a chance for once, mate.
Well, bringing it right up to date, John, yesterday evening was a tough task, wasn't it, against James Richardson?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, James were on fire. You know, he threw some awesome darts. You know, I hope he keeps it going. You know, he's playing well, playing brilliant.
Tony, a good win for you over Dean Winstanley.
Well done, Tony. Well done, T.
Yeah, obviously I've known Dean for a long time, long before he ever played on TV. I've known Dean, and obviously, it's every game's tough anyway, and no matter where you are in the table, every game's like a final and things like this. So you just want to win it each game, take it as it comes, and then just do your best. But yeah, I played all right last night after a ropey one the night before. So yeah, I just hope to keep it going. And obviously, we're not even halfway yet, so it's still early doors.
Yeah, well, let's look forward to a great game this evening. Get yourselves warmed up, gentlemen. We're looking forward to it. I'm sure you are as well.
Of course. I'll see you in a bit.
Of course.
So, match number 3. We've already seen Gary Robson 7-2 winner over Darryl Fitton, and Alan Norris a 7-5 winner over Wes Newton. Still to come this evening, Paul Hogan and Jim Williams, Dean Winstanley and James Richardson. But here we have the former Winmore World Master and Lakeside World Champion in John Walton against the former World Cup Singles Champion and 3-time Lakeside finalist, Silverback Tony O'Shea. John, it will be your darts after these.
Yeah, no problem. All the best,
Ready,
John.
Rich? All the best, John. Ready, Rich? Cheers.
First leg, it's John's throw first. Game on.
$55.
$100.
$60.
$100.
$100.
140.
140.
Tony, you require 161.
Thanks for that last one. That's 81.
John, you require 146.
88.
Tony, you require 80.
70.
John, you require 58.
Gear up. Yeah, 18.
Tony, you require 10.
It's game in one, Rich.
Game shot and the first leg to Tony O'Shea. Second leg, it is Tony to throw first.
Forty scored.
$60.
60.
30.
100.
45.
100.
80.
140.
60.
Tony, you require 61.
That's game in two, Rich.
Yeah, treble 15
Double eight, yeah.
for 61, and the second leg to Tony O'Shea. John for the third leg.
$100.
41.
81.
58.
26.
140.
41.
81.
96.
60.
John requires 157.
77. No, sorry, 117. 104 there. Yeah,
Have you left
117.
Yeah, you've left 40, so 117 scored. John there. Tony on 1-2-1.
$97.
John, you require 40.
No score.
Tony, you require 24.
Sneaky last dart. 24
Game
and
shot on
3.
the third leg for Tony O'Shea. So close to the 157 there for John, but fourth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$60.
That noise. 134.
$77. Sorry, I had to walk about 10 yards for that. Sorry.
$99.
$45.
$140.
$80.
John requires 128.
Uh, 28, 38, 43.
$41.
John requires 85.
Good darts. 20.
$100.
John, you require 65.
$45.
Tony, you require 98.
That's game in 3.
What a steal that is. The 20, treble 18 and double 12 to take the fourth leg to Tony O'Shea. Fifth leg, John to throw first.
Here out. 68.
$100.
$95.
140.
85.
100.
140.
Tony, you require 161.
60.
John, you require 113.
53.
Tony, you require 101.
57.
John, you require 60.
40.
Tony, you require 44.
28.
John, you require 20.
10.
Tony, you require 16.
It's game in one, Rich.
Yeah, game shot on the 5th leg to Tony O'Shea. So the 6th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
100.
59.
100.
58.
'Good last one. 100.
Yeah. 46. Come on.
140.
58.
Tony, you require 61.
Game in two, Rich.
Yeah, 14 dart leg there from Tony O'Shea to take the 6th leg. 7th leg, it's John to throw first.
140.
That's John.
Yeah, mate.
58.
180.
Yeah, 140, 180 in this leg from John Boy.
115.
135.
What a leg down to 46 after 9.
100.
John, you require 46.
38.
What was the score there, John?
38. 8 left.
What did you hit with the first dart?
14.
So you
14,
scored-
16 and 8.
Yeah, but you... Okay. Yeah. Tony?
41, mate. Sorry.
41, that's fine. John, you require 8.
Yeah, come on, 4.
4 scored.
$83.
John, you require 4.
Yeah, 2.
Tony, you require 104.
$28.
John, you require 2.
Into.
Game shot on the 7th leg to John Walton.
Woo!
8th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$100.
$85.
$100.
$100.
$140.
$45.
Tony requires 161.
$41.
$54.
Tony requires 120.
$80 scored.
$137.
Tony, you require 40.
Again, sneaky last one. That's game short. Last dart.
It's game shot of the match to Tony O'Shea. Well, John Boy, my friend, I think you arrived at our party a little bit late there, I'm afraid.
Doubles. Doubles.
Yep.
Always been my downfall. Always.
Yeah, scoring-wise, it was level, but Tony's finishing just clinical throughout, and so often with the third dart as well, Tony. The key doubles there.
He was lucky.
To be honest, I've said it all week. Sneaky last dart. It's not just doubles; it's trebles as well.
Well, they count as well as the first one. But
Yeah,
John,
exactly.
John, I just want to focus on the positives there. Your scoring actually improved as the game went on, and early in the week you were saying that was dropping off. So if you can smart on those doubles,
picked up there. Yeah, it seemed to pick up. I don't know whether I just relaxed and went, oh, so that, you know, with the score line as it was, and you know, I don't know. I'm annoyed with myself for not finishing that game in 11 darts, and you know, 46 after 9 should be finishing, not having another 9 darts had to finish.
I know. Maybe I put you off questioning your score. I misheard you. That was all it was.
Right? Yeah. It did. because I started to doubt myself then. But
Yeah.
hang on a minute. Why is
I
Richard
thought you said 28,
questioning
but
this
you were
sort of
right. It
thing?
was
Yeah.
38.
Yeah.
It's just this hearing, you see. I didn't put my earpiece in. Tony, moving forward now, some really positive results. You're around that top 4 area. We'll see where you are at the end of the evening. But another win on the board. And tomorrow you're going to take on one of your old pals, Gary Robson.
Well, the way it is, they're all old pals, to be honest. I mean, obviously John's one of the oldest. I've already played my best pal, and they just keep coming, don't they, these tough pal games. But you've just got to just try and get on with it on the night, and hopefully it'll go your way. But yeah, they're all tough games. I mean, we talk about family life and stuff like that, but darts is a family as well. I see more of these guys than I see in my own family, so they're all tough games, mate.
That's a very good point, but just focusing on your own form, are you happy with how you're playing? You seem very consistent across the nights, solid scoring, good finishing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've had a couple of good wins, and obviously, it's tough. I mean, they're all good players, these guys. There's no mugs plays darts, and that's in local league as well. Everyone can play darts these days, so I'm just happy to. Is that the second or third win I've had this week, and I'm well happy with that. Trust me.
And John, you were jesting with us yesterday about the personal competition between yourself and Dean Winstanley. But tomorrow you face Jim Williams. You're going to be last up, so plenty of time to practice for that one.
Yeah, I don't know whether to practice with the shoulder, but I'm practicing.
Try another one, John.
Yeah, lend us yours. Yeah,
apparently Amazon can do 2-day delivery. So
I don't know what it is. It's the game on, even though there's nobody else in the room. It's the game on scenario. You know, it's the pressure you put on yourself, and that's what you've got to fight against. You know, it's not like having a crowd there or anything else. It's you against the board, as always. And I've forgotten in a way how to play this blooming thing. It keeps beating me now. You know, yeah, it's all
hopefully
brilliant.
This week is going to give you.
But it's you against that thing. You know.
It is, and I'm hoping this format gives all of you that sort of feeling again, because you're playing night after night. We're going to have to carry on now. We look forward to seeing both of you in the Remote Darts League tomorrow evening. Well done to you, Tony. Commiserations, John, but both back tomorrow to fight another day.
Well done, Tom.
Thank you, brother. Cheers, John. God bless
See you later,
Thanks,
mate.
Rich.
Thanks,
Bye,
Rick.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. And next up is Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, and he takes on the Quiff, Jim Williams. What a match to look forward to. Hello and welcome back to the Remote Darts League, night number 5. And we're about to enjoy match number 4. We've already seen wins for Gary Robson over Darryl Fitton, Alan Norris defeating Wes Newton, and Tony O'Shea defeating John Walton. But what a match we have coming up here. 2 players that remain unbeaten. Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, taking on Jim Williams. Hello, Paul. You're waiting there patiently to talk to us. Thanks for joining us, Jim. So both of you, I'll start with Paul, but a good 4 days to start with. And last night, Paul, you had that brilliant 7-0 win over Wes Newton.
I was happy with that, but I mean, I feel for Wes. You know, that's starts. Sometimes you get that luck, and I mean tonight I'm playing a world-class player in James. It's going to be a tough one.
Well, Jim, you had a tough match last night with Darryl Fitton. Ended up a 6-6 draw. To your credit, you were 6-3 down and came back to level.
Yeah, I struggled last night, just concentrating and stuff. It's real disappointing, but yeah, I've got to switch back on tonight and try and get another few points on the board.
He normally does it.
Well, you faced each other recently, haven't you? I mean, at the BDO World Championships at the Indigo quarter-final went Jim Williams' way, but shortly after that, you met again at the Dutch Open.
Yeah, I beat Jim then. I think Jim missed a couple of doubles to win that as well, and I poked it out. So, you know, I was happy with that. The Worlds, I didn't play that well against him. You know, I was playing late at night every time, and then I went on early. I don't need, just don't know, just didn't happen for me.
Well, you're playing late at night again. Jim, how's baby Max doing? Has he been giving you plenty of sleep, or has it been tricky?
Yeah, he's been a pain. But actually, we just managed to put him down about 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, let's just hope he stays asleep now for an hour. Give me a little break.
Hey, well, while he's asleep, let's get you both warmed up and ready for this match.
All the best, Jim.
Cool.
So yes, once again, as always, the format, 12 legs of darts potentially. The first man to 7 gets 2 points on the league table, or we could see a 6-6 draw. Both of these players undefeated. A couple of draws for Paul Hogan, followed by a couple of wins. Whereas for Jim, he started with 3 wins and last night a draw. So both looking good in the Remote Darts League. A big match coming up. Once the practice darts are over, it is going to be Paul to throw first.
I'm ready, Rich.
Okay. So here we go. Best of 12 legs. First leg, it's Paul to throw first. Game on.
$45.
177.
What a start.
$60.
140.
Oh.
136.
100.
Jim, you require 48.
32.
$100.
No score.
Wrong bed there. Paul on 136.
$69. I mean, 54. Sorry.
54 and Jim requires 16.
No score.
Paul, you require 82.
$42.
Jim, you require 16.
Game shot. Won that.
There it is for the first leg to Jim Williams. Second leg, it is Jim to throw first.
$96.
$100.
Ooh, 40.
$100.
$60.
$100.
$60.
$135.
$140.
Paul requires 66.
$30.
Jim, you require 105.
Oh, 65.
Just above. Paul requires 36.
No. I'm sorry, 85.
85 then, it was just below.
$36 in one dot.
That was definitely in. It's game shot on the second leg to Paul Hogan. Third leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$55.
$180.
The perfect start, the first 180 of the match.
$180.
And the perfect response.
140.
100.
96.
98.
Jim, you require 85.
45.
Paul, you require 68.
36.
Jim requires 40.
35.
Paul, you require 32.
32 in one dart.
It is game shot and the third leg to Paul Hogan. Fourth leg, Jim to throw first.
$100.
140.
100.
140.
120.
135.
41.
Paul, you require 86.
61.
Jim, you require 140.
100.
Paul, you require 25.
Game shot.
Yeah, rescued
25
it.
in 3 darts.
The fourth leg to Paul Hogan. The fifth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$100.
60.
70.
60.
100.
61.
140.
60.
So there was a 140 from Paul, 60 from Jim.
$91 in 3 darts.
Yeah, game shot. And the 5th leg to Paul Hogan.
$84.
100.
43.
60.
140.
140.
174.
135.
Jim requires 60.
Game shot.
Game shot. And the 6th leg to Jim Williams. And the 7th leg is Paul to throw first.
60.
140.
95.
60.
60.
99.
140.
127.
Paul requires 146.
138.
Jimmy requires 75.
'Game shot. 2 darts.
In the corner of the double 12 for the 7th leg to Jim Williams. 8th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
97.
140.
100.
45.
22.
140.
123.
100.
59.
Paul requires 76.
76 in 2 darts.
Yeah, game shot and the 8th leg to Paul Hogan. 9th leg, it is Paul to throw first.
140.
60.
55.
59.
100.
87.
140.
60.
Paul requires 66.
30.
60.
Paul requires 36.
36 in 1 dart.
His game shot and the 9th leg to Paul Hogan. Jim to start leg 10.
180.
Yeah, another 180 to start the leg for Jim Williams.
85.
60.
60.
58.
31.
100.
170.
Great darts. Jim requires 103.
It's 32 left. 71.
71. Paul, you require 155.
125.
Jim, you require 32.
Oh, game shot. 3 darts.
Yeah, with a third dart there to take the 10th leg, but the 11th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$140.
97.
140.
100.
100.
100.
Paul requires 121.
85.
41.
Paul, you require 36.
No score.
97.
Paul, you require 36.
36 in 2 darts.
And that's game shot and the match to Paul Hogan. Well, gents, let's bring you both back in vision if we can. Jim, you started like a train, a perfect start. I think 2 of the first 3 legs, you had 5 perfect darts, but found yourself 3-1 down.
I know. I missed a lot of doubles there. Should have been like 3 or 4-0 up, but anyway,
You should
that's
have
the way
been.
it goes. I start, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it is. The early part of the game should have gone your way and went Paul's, but then from that point, Paul, even though you sort of got it back around 4-4, Paul always seemed to be in control from there on in. Steady scoring, Paul, very consistent.
Are you talking to me then?
Yes, I am.
My scoring's been good all week. My doubles have been a bit iffy, but I'm really chuffed to win that. You know, I mean, a player like Jim. I mean, to beat him 7-4, as he said, he could have been 4-0 up. I'm chuffed. I'm really am.
I'm sure you're both looking at the bigger picture, Jim. You know it's all about getting into that top 4 at the end of the week.
Yeah, that's all you got to do, really. It's difficult. I'm struggling now, to be honest, a little bit. It's you're tired all the time, like you're working early and trying to do this. So I need to try and get to bed now, really.
So what are you doing through the day, Jim? You're working still and looking after the baby?
Yeah, I'm up every 2 hours in the night with the boy, and then I'm up at 6 to go to work. Yeah, and then so it's all busy at the moment.
And you try and relax, and you have to face Paul Hogan of an evening.
I have to work.
I've had a good.
To
be fair, I think I've got a good record against Paul, so I thought it was quite an easy night tonight. But it was.
Well, it is all about the top 4, Paul, and that win provisionally takes you to the very top of the table. You're unbeaten. You've won 3, you've drawn 2. Looking good.
Yeah. I'm just enjoying myself. I mean, to be invited to this league and playing I don't normally practice at home, but I've been practicing quite well, and it's up my game a bit. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay, well, try and both get some rest because you're both back in action tomorrow. Paul takes on Alan Norris. Jim takes on John Walton. But we'll see you both tomorrow. So from the Remote Darts League, we have one more match to be played this evening.
Well, what up, Paul?
Thanks, Dave. I'll let you, man.
Dean Winstanley will be taking on James Richardson. We'll be back soon. Welcome back. It is night number 5 of the Remote Darts League, and this is match number 5, our final one of the evening. And we're going to greet over the top Dean Winstanley, who's taking on ruthless James Richardson. We'll catch a word, a very brief word with the two players before they begin their match. It is late, they're last up. I'm sure they're eager to get playing. But Dean, this is the middle league match of the 9. So you're not even halfway. Despite being bottom of the table as we go in, it's all to play for.
Oh yeah, it's not over yet. I'm going to say on my wall what says "Ain't nothing over till it's over," and that's when I do believe. So I'll just keep plodding on.
Yep, you're facing ruthless James Richardson. James, your objectives and incentives are different here this evening because you're unbeaten so far in the Remote Darts League and looking maybe to top the table at the end of the night.
That'd be nice if I do, Richard. But I've got a tough opponent in Dean. You know, what he's won over the years. I'd love to have that. I ain't got that. So I'm playing a class player tonight.
I was looking at your head-to-heads, guys. You did meet many moons ago, a couple of times on the Pro Tour, 2012, 2013, Crawley, Wigan. Any memories of that?
Oh, you must have battered me.
Yeah, it is 2-0 to Dean.
No, I've got to stop there because he beat me at New Ball Club at Chesterfield in a competition, so it's 3-1.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it's all about tonight now, guys. Get yourselves warmed up.
Thank you. All the best, yeah.
Well, it's the midnight hour. We've just struck midnight here, and we've got a great game to enjoy between these two. As they're warming up, let me remind you, if you've missed any matches this evening, of what's happened. Big Robbo, Gary Robson, a big win over Darryl Fitton by 7 legs to 2. We had a close encounter between Wes Newton and Alan Norris. It was Chuck Norris that did that one 7-5. Tony O'Shea, a big win over John Walton by 7 legs to 1. And we've just seen Paul Hogan, who remains unbeaten with a 7-4 win over Jim Williams. So here we go, over the top versus ruthless in this best of 12 leg match, the final one of the evening. It will be Dean to throw first.
Go on, James.
All set, gents?
Yeah, all the best.
The first leg is Dean to throw first. Game on.
$45.
$96.
$100.
$95.
$125.
$140.
$45.
James requires 170.
$96.
$130.
James requires 74.
$54.
Dean, you require 56.
$36.
James, you require 20.
Third dart.
Game shot on the first leg to James Richardson. Second leg, it's James to throw first.
40.
Well, a Robin Hood shot there for us.
36.
140.
45.
60.
100.
117.
100.
James requires 144.
81.
140.
James, you require 63.
43.
Dean, you require 80.
83.
Yeah, great check out there for the second leg for Dean Winstanley. Third leg it is Dean to throw first.
$85.
140.
53.
58.
121.
98.
140.
100.
Dean requires 102.
82.
James, you require 105.
65.
Dean, you require 20.
Game it 2.
Game shot on the third leg to Dean Winstanley. Fourth leg, James to throw first.
120.
81.
140.
45.
58.
125.
55.
81.
James requires 128.
108.
40.
James requires 20.
2 darts.
Game shot on the fourth leg to James Richardson. Fifth leg, Dean to throw first.
41.
135.
85.
60.
180.
First on the board for Dean.
121.
81.
145.
Dean requires 114.
44.
James, you require 40.
2 darts.
Game shot on the fifth leg to James Richardson. Sixth leg, James to throw first.
100.
55.
100.
125.
80.
100.
180.
180 on the board now for James.
93.
James, you require 41.
3. Shot in 3.
At the 20, the first start. Game shot on the sixth leg to James Richardson. Seventh leg, Dean to throw first.
100.
140.
55.
60.
60.
97.
70.
140.
140.
James requires 64.
In 2 darts.
Game shot and the 7th leg to James Richardson. 8th leg, James to throw first.
60.
60.
123.
30.
100.
58.
98.
'And again, 30.
James, you require 120.
In 3 darts.
Game shot with the Shanghai and the 8th leg to James Richardson. 9th leg, Dean to throw first.
60.
180.
Another 180 for James.
60.
96.
41.
55.
140.
James requires 170.
105.
85.
James requires 65.
2 darts.
It's game shot and the match to James Richardson.
Awesome darts here, James. Fair play.
Well, a bit edgy at the first start because I ain't played you in a long while. Last time I played you, Dean, you beat me, so it was a bit edgy that sort of way, sort of thing. But
trust me. Third leg, I thought I'd got you. And I thought, right, I've got him, and then I fell asleep.
Well, the thing is, Dean, joking aside, looking at the series, the last sort of 5 nights, it has been the early part of the match where you felt you've been a slow starter. You did really get into it tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, it's quite weird. I can remember my early days when I just started coming through the ranks. I think I used to get on best of 5, people 2-leg start and beat them 3-2. And I feel like if I can actually feel like that again, just give them the start and then come and beat them, I'll take that. But I'm just trying to find that middle bit and that end bit at the minute.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was a contrast to previous games. It looked really strong. And there was a key check out early on from James. I think when he went astray and then recovered, that was the moment that turned it. James, I mean, and then the scoring from you dropped off, which in the last few games you've been picking up with the scoring. So,
yep, it's quite weird, like, because, like I say, coming out of all this and starting again, I'm actually kind of really impressed in how I'm throwing, but it's also this little bit as well, this sweating bit and this nerves bit. You know, if somebody would have turned around 4 years ago and said, "Would you be nervous playing James Richardson?" I would have laughed. But he's a player to be feared now. He's playing some fantastic darts.
Indeed, he is. And James, you must be really happy with that result and the performance. You played really well, really got into your rhythm there.
Yeah, I'm happy with the result. I thought, there was some scrappy throws there. I'm not 100% with my game tonight, but I weren't happy really with it. But I'm happy with the win. But the score could have been a bit different if Dean nicked a few legs. But I've just got to improve on tomorrow night now. I think I've got Wes tomorrow night. So, yeah.
Indeed, you have. You've got Wes Newton, 4th game on. So, yes, and you are top of the league going into tomorrow, James.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, cheers, Dean. Thank you very much.
Some nice 55s.
You what, mate?
Some nice 55s in that game.
I called when I saw my wife's in the back. I really burst out laughing.
I know nobody in darts world knows what me and James are on about here, but little Dan and Webster will know exactly what we're on about. But yeah, carry on, James.
Boss Smith, I only know this.
Well, I'll move on. Dean, you take on Darryl Fitton tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a big. I hope our stages can handle us 2 on these stages. 2 big men. Looking forward to it.
Are you saying it's lucky you're playing in separate houses?
Yes, we have stood on several stages, and I think we have laughed at each other, thinking, I hope there's a really good platform for us to stand on. Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for this evening. We look forward to seeing you on night 6 of the Remote Darts League. We will just take a quick look through the league table before we leave you. And as I've mentioned, James Richardson, with that 7-2 win over Dean Winstanley, does go to the top of the table. He's now ahead of Paul Hogan, who defeated Jim Williams 7-4. So that knocks Jim down to 3rd place, where he's joined on 7 points by Tony O'Shea, who had a 7-1 win over John Walton. We also saw victories earlier for Gary Robson over Darryl Fitton. Gary just below the top 4 there with 6 points, and an important win for Alan Norris that keeps him in tension, 7-5 over Wes Newton. That concludes the Remote Darts League for night 5. It has been brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier, and we look forward to doing it all over again tomorrow. But for now, it's Richard Ashdown signing off. See you soon.
Thank you.